Now let us discuss the problem finding factorial of a given number. So for this also we can define a recursive function, and even using iteration, that is using loop also we can write it. Let us first of all devise a recursive function for this one. So first I will define what does it mean by factorial of a number. See, factorial is represented with this symbol. So this means factorial of n means 1 into 2 into 3 into goes on to n. So it means factorial of 5 is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 and multiplied by 5. So this will be 120. If I multiply all these things, I'll get the answer 120. So for n, I have to continue up to n. So for 5, I continue till 5. For 10, I should continue till 10. So just like sum of first and natural numbers, this is multiplication of first and natural numbers. That is called as factorial. And even I'll tell you one more thing, that 0 factorial is also possible and its answer is 1. So even 1 factorial is also 1 and 0 factorial is also 1. So both the results are 1. Now let us define this recursively. If I say fact of a number n is 1 into 2 into 3 goes on up to one more term I will include, that is one more number, n minus 1 into n. So in this, if I observe factorial of a number from 1 to n, this portion if I take, this is factorial of n minus 1. Yes, this can be written as factorial of n minus 1. So factorial of n is a factorial of n minus 1 multiplied by n. If I multiply that with n, then I get the result, that is factorial of n. So this can be defined recursively. Factorial of any number n is factorial of n minus 1 multiplied by n when n is greater than 0. When n is equals to 0 means for 0 also answer is 1. So return 1. That's it. So this is the recursive definition. And once you have a recursive relation or mathematical formula, then directly you can convert that recursive formula into a C++ function. So let me write down a function for this one. Integer factorial of n. If n is equals to 0, return, when it is 0, return 1, return 1. Else, return this one. So return factorial of n minus 1 into n. So the function, writing a recursive function is so easy, you can directly convert a formula into recursive function. Now same function even we can write using iteration, that is loop, right? And this is using recursion. Now it is more similar to sum of first and natural number. If you remember in the previous example, we saw a similar function, only the difference was here it was plus, and one more difference, return 0 was there instead of 1, because the multiplication is there, so it should be 1. So the function is similar. Now if we do analysis, the analysis will be same. The size of the memory required depends on the value that you're passing. If you find function of 5, that is factorial of 5, then it will be making 6 calls. So the height of the stack will be 6. So the amount of memory consumed is order of n, and the time, number of calls depends on the value that you're passing. Like for 5, it will be making 6 calls. So again, it is order of n. Just in the previous video for finding sum of first and natural number, we have done similar analysis. So I want to avoid analysis here because already we have done analysis for this one. So analysis is same. Now writing a iterative function for this one is a student exercise. So you can write down the function by yourself. So that's all about a factorial of a given number.